Hi everyone, welcome. FPL Matt Day here, and I am back for the 23 to 24 FPL season. We are 2 minutes away from the official price reveals for up to 20 players. So I believe there's going to be up to 20 players revealed every 3 minutes. The official FPL YouTube channel is going to do some price reveals. There's also apparently some other major announcement. We're not quite sure what it is yet or what it's going to be. So yeah, it's really exciting. I can't wait for it. Obviously tonight they've just got the announcements every 3 minutes, like I said before, potentially up to 20 players, and then there's going to be more price reveals on Tuesday tomorrow and more price reveals on Wednesday. And I think Wednesday is when we're probably going to get the full game and all of the prices for every single squad. So this is really exciting. I can't wait for this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as we get all of the player prices and the news and the reveals during this stream. So let me know what you think. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. There's going to be plenty of content coming this season. Check out the shorts that I've done already. Check out my draft team, which I did on the FPL transfer planner as well. But once the full game comes out, I'll obviously be doing my first draft all ready to go. But look, I am about to get the stream. I'm going to see if it lets me share the stream from YouTube. I'm not 100% sure if it will, but let's just see if I can do that now so then everyone can watch it with me. Otherwise, I will be keeping everyone up to date as we go. So let's try. Let's see if we can get this to share. Surely it allows us to share YouTube. It does. All right, awesome. Here we go. Let's see what they do. Let me know your thoughts on the price predictions as well for Haaland. I reckon it's going to be Haaland, Salah, Kane, Saka, Trippier. You know, all of the sort of big hitters from last season are going to be the ones that they reveal tonight. But let me know what you think the Haaland price prediction is going to be. I think it's going to be 14 million. And I think that'll be a really good balance for the game if they do. And here we go. It's time now. We're waiting for the Premier League here on the screen to make this big announcement to start these price reveals, which will be every 3 minutes. Let's refresh. Let's see if there's anything on there. Saying there, 3rd of July, 1 p.m. British Standard Time, which is 10 p.m. here in Melbourne in Australia. We are waiting for the Premier League. Nothing announced yet. Let's sign into the official fantasy game as well. Still nothing. I can see all of the people here in the comments in the chat on the Premier League website waiting for this big news. Are we starting or not? We're all waiting. Let's bring up some comments that have come in the meantime as well. Onto the Ball, great channel. So go and check him out as well. He's absolutely buzzing for FPL. Football Ferreira, big supporter of the channel. So go and check him out as well. Buzzing to have you in the comments, mate. It was just a comment from myself there. Matt Cowland, welcome to the stream. Let me know your price predictions in the comments as well. And Potato Edits, another top channel. So go and check him out. Great to see you back. He's gone 13.5 million for his Haaland prediction, which, yeah, I think that's what Salah did. Salah get to 13 million, didn't he, when he had that great season? Renee Cara, ready for it, like when she was trying to get Taylor Swift tickets. So she's buzzing for FPL as well. We're all waiting. We're sitting here waiting to see what the Premier League are going to do. 1 p.m. they've said. It's 10:01 here where I am. Obviously, 1 minute past 1 in the UK. We're all waiting for this big reveal. The only thing I can think of is the big FPL content creators that are all waiting for this. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me know if you can hear the YouTube volume from this video in the comments. If you can't, don't worry. I'm going to keep everyone updated. So these are two price reveals. We've got Erdegaard at 8.5 million. So he's increased from last year. Big increase. He obviously scored more goals than any other midfielder. Bruno Fernandes, 8.5 million. That's cheap. That's really cheap. Wow. That is a bargain. That's a bargain. I think it's a couple of bargains there. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. Look, so there is no sound on this video, so sorry everyone. So I'm just going to commentate over it. So I'm just going to keep everyone updated, just like Renee Cara has said here. So don't stress about there not being any sound. I'll keep you updated. You're not liking it, Matt? What you're not liking about it? I think it's quite good. I've actually got a draft already, mate, at the moment, so you can always check that video. I think you already have. And sorry, mate. Yeah, I don't think the YouTube's going to come through, so I'm just going to commentate everything that they're sort of saying, and with all the price reveals as well. Here we go. There's a second pairing about to come out: Matoma and Watkins. Matoma at 6.5. I think that's very good. That's a very good price for the season he had last year. 5 last season. It's gone up to 6.5. I think that's good value. Watkins, 8 million, pretty good. Like Villa are going to improve. Tielemans is obviously in their side now. Pau Torres is joining them, so not bad. Mid-price forward. Yeah, good, mate. I hope you're all good. Yeah, I reckon Erdegaard should have been. I think 9 million would have been fair. Like he got over 15 goals last season. I think 8.5 million is a really, really good price. And Bruno as well, like 8.5 million is a bargain for Bruno Fernandes, especially because he's going to remain on pens and stuff. So yeah, I really like the Bruno one. Yeah, Mitoma's going to be in all our teams. Brighton's first few games are brilliant. Lots of green fixtures. Yeah, he's going to be a bargain. Yeah, I don't know. I know what you mean. Like 8 million for Watkins. You're going to need at least 15 goals out of him for it to even be worth it. Yeah, but he's gone up from 7.5 to 8, so it's probably about fair. What's everyone think about Matoma being a midfielder? Do you think he should have been a striker? Let me know what you think in the comments. I think midfield is fair. He doesn't play as a centre forward. He's kind of on the sides anyway. But let me know what you all think in the comments. So I've had 4 price reveals. Bruno Fernandes, Erdegaard, both 8.5 million. Watkins 8 mil and Matoma 6.5 mil. I still think that Matoma price is unreal. Unreal. Welcome to the stream, mate. I hope you're good. They're just chatting at the moment about what they think on Watkins and Matoma. We're all just waiting for the price reveals, really, aren't we? They're talking about Villa players on their radar. Maybe Tielemans might grab a few goals, but we'll have to see. There's a lot of hype around Villa at the moment, but Brighton are definitely the ones you got to look for. Here we go. Newly promoted players. Morris, I think he was really good apparently for Luton last season in the Championship. Budget forward. Really, really good budget forward. And Ndai, I'm pretty sure he was in the game last time for Sheffield United. He didn't really do that well. Let me know if anyone in the stream is going to have either of these as their third forward. 20 goals and 7 assists in the Championship for Morris last season. Now they're just doing 20 players, mate. So apparently they're going to do 3 minutes, 2 players every 3 minutes. They're saying 5.5 is a no-brainer, possibly, but like we could end up having a £4 million forward as a or 4.5 as a dead striker anyway. Yeah, it's a big step up. It's a big step up. Now, no worries, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. They're talking about Ndai, like good stats as well in the Championship. You'd probably edge towards Morris. Sounds like he got more goals and assists. It's going to be the main man for Luton, so you never know. Yeah, I agree, Leon. We need a keeper that's a really good 4 million or 4.5 million keeper this year. Well, in saying that, we got that last season with David Raya. But as much as it's great to see Sheffield United and Luton back in the Premier League, I'm ready for the next price reveal. I think there's only so much you can say about the newly promoted players. Unproven, we don't know enough about them. All right, two more. Here we go. Oh, good. That's an interesting one there. Nkunku. So everyone that follows the stream knows about UCL Fantasy. It's quite a lot of players that play UCL Fantasy. They know how good Nkunku was with Leipzig. Scored for fun for them in UCL Fantasy. 7.5 million. Potentially an improved Chelsea team under Pochettino this season. That could be a real bargain if if Chelsea get up and running. They've got a good start as well. A couple of really good early fixtures. I think they play Luton in game week 4 or game week 3 at home. Obviously, tough first game against Liverpool, but if he gets up and running for 7.5 million, Nkunku, really good pick. And then Kluivert, Bournemouth new manager who's come from La Liga, probably expecting them to play good football. Patrick Kluivert's son. Kluivert didn't do that great in the Premier League, but Kluivert, midfielder, 5.5 million. He could be our fifth choice midfielder. Really liking that one. Mate, he could be like a Lundstrom. I think Lundstrom was 4, wasn't he, in his day? Kluivert for 1 million more. Bigger eye for goal. So, yeah, I like that call. They're talking about Nkunku as if, him being a forward isn't great. They wanted him to be a midfielder. I get that, but Chelsea don't really have any strikers, do they? Like at the moment. So I think that's probably fair. It's always nice to have a 7.5 mil forward, kind of a mid-tier striker. Let me know what you think of these two in the comments. Yeah, a lot of people are. Yeah, there's a lot of people annoyed at the moment. They're not even talking about Cliver. They're not even talking about Bournemouth. All they're doing is really talking about Nkunku, which I get. He's the big signing, for Chelsea. He's done so well at Leipzig, but Cliver, 5 million as midfielder, interesting pick. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like if you look at it, Nkunku v Watkins, if Chelsea hit the ground running, you'd probably be looking to save that 0.5 and go Nkunku over Watkins. All right, two more. Here we go. Oh, Mbeumo's been classified as a midfielder. That's good news. So he was a striker. He's gone back to a midfielder. And what you got to remember is Tony is suspended till January. So you'd potentially see Mbeumo in a centre forward position. Might take pens. He's going to be in a lot of our teams. Yeah, 6.5, good price. And Eze for 6.5, he could eventually become an 8.5 million asset by the end of the season if he can start the season how he ended the season just gone. So I like those two. Yeah, I like that positional change from Mbeumo. That's going to be huge. I think he's template. Let me know in the comments if there's any players so far that you think are going to be template. I reckon Bruno at 8.5, Mbeumo at 6.5, and maybe Morris, the Luton striker. I think there'll be 3 that could end up being quite template. Yeah, they're talking about having £6.5 million midfielders in that bracket. How many of them do you want? And it's true, like you don't want too many of them. You know, Brentford were good last season. Obviously, Palace had a good end, but you know, you still got to be careful. You do want to still have some quality in your side. 100%, mate. I think a lot of people are going to lock Mbeumo in early on the assumption that he gets pens and he plays in Tony's position. At the same time, though, could he be like last season's Neto? Do you remember when we all had Neto early on and he didn't do anything? Yeah, true. They're talking about if Zaha's not there, will that give more game time for Eze? I think Eze is going to start regardless. I think Eze is going to be in this team permanently. He's just so talented. This is his season now where I think he's got to play week in, week out. Can't continue to be on the bench. I know he's had injuries. But yeah, Mbeumo's the one. I think a lot of people are going to really, really go hard on Mbeumo. Or Mbeumo. All right, here we go. Goalkeepers. Oh, Leno, 4.5 million. Jordan Pickford, 4.5 million. Now, I'll tell you something about Leno. So I'll tell you a couple of things about Leno that could be good for that. We were talking earlier in the comments. 4.5 million keepers. We're looking for some good ones. Well, last season, Leno. Okay, so he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th top scoring keeper last season. So not too bad. Fulham might improve. Second season back in the Premier League. You've got Pickford. Didn't even make the top 10. If he's at Everton this season, I don't think you'd really bother with him. I'm not really too keen on Pickford and Everton. I know they got Deitch and, they might shore it up at the back a little bit, but not for me. I like Leno. There's a lot of people talking about Leno's start as well. Everton first game. Brentford home second game. Arsenal away third game. That's tough. Man City, which is then tough. But then a bunch of green fixtures after that. Luton, Palace. Sheffield United. Yeah, there's some good fixtures for Leno in that first few months, but yeah, I'm still not tempted to start with him. I can see the appeal when they get the green fixtures, and because he did finish so high last season, but yeah, neither of these are going to be in my team. Nah, not for me. Yeah, he was good, mate, at the end of the season, wasn't he? And like Fulham went in, obviously had that great patch of form during the season with Marco Silva, but yeah, let me know your thoughts to locking him in, mate. Is it just because you had a good experience with him? Just not sure he's someone I want in. But again, we've got to see what the prices of the other keepers are first, mate. Yeah. Interesting couple of keepers to pick in it as the price reveals. They're saying they're tempted by him. I'm not that tempted by either of them. Maybe Leno, but not Pickford. All right, here we go. Oh, there's some interesting price reveals. Pair Leno with a 4 keeper, set and forget. Potentially, mate. Potentially. Paqueta needs a big season. Didn't do enough last season, but you think second season might settle in a bit more. Expected to score more goals, get assists. 6 million could be a steal, especially if West Ham's Premier League form improves because they were poor last year. Trippier at 6.5 mil. Interesting. I can't see Trippier having the same season as last year. He was so good. And obviously in that first sort of 3/4 of the season, his points were so high. 198 points, highest scoring defender, but I think 6.5 mil is going to price us out. You're going to have to probably hope there's a Newcastle defender at 5 million, or maybe even a Dan Burner or a Shah at 5.5. Because, yeah, I don't know if I want to pay 6.5 for Trippier. Yeah, bad start to the season for the Toon. Let's see what reaction we're getting online. A lot of people talking about Matoma. Yeah, I think Matoma so far is the real. Him and Mbeumo are the big ones so far. Talking about Paqueta or Paqueta, like, yeah, he's not doing it for me. Trippier locked in means no Trent. Yeah, I feel like that, mate. I agree. Trippier locked, bad fixtures. Yeah, he's not locked for me, mate. Now I don't want to. I don't want to lock Trippier. I'm not going to lock Trippier. Nah, maybe a Newcastle defender, but not with those early fixtures. All right, I'm going to do a tweet. Here we go. I'm going to tweet about Trippier, and let's see if anyone's keen on him for that price. All right, let's go with our next two first. Spurs, yes, my team. Son, 9 million. I like that. That's potentially a bargain. Bargain. 12 million last season. He's gone down 3 million in the space of a season. Wow. Still got double digits in goals last season. Had a hernia injury as well. He's going to be under Postecoglou, attacking manager. He's going to be on the ball more. Son, he's going to be a captain option this season. He's going to be a big, big option. Wow. Even Sarr, if we go to the goalkeeper there inside, 5 million, that's cheap. He's been a premium goalkeeper for the last two seasons. He's 5 million, Sarr, and you go to goalkeepers. He was in the top five last season, fifth. Yeah, I like that song. I love that one for 9 mil. Him and Bruno Fernandes are very, very cheap. Well, yeah, well, if Son's 9 million, Madison's going to be, you'd probably think 7.5. He started at 8 million last season for Leicester. If he's a million cheaper than Son, you're going to have to pick Son. Hey, mate, welcome to the stream. Hope you're good. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the video as well, and get all of your comments in. They're just talking about Son at the moment and Sarr. They're talking about Sarr. He's obviously been an FPL legend so far. I think that's good for 5 million, but probably can't quite trust Wolves' defence at the moment. Yeah, I'm loving that. Loving that Son price. 3 million drop is huge. Here we go. Two more. Gibbs White from Forest, 6 million. Yeah, he ended the season quite well at Forest, but again, like, are we going to be targeting him? Like, are we actually going to target him? Like, yeah, maybe. Nice little midfield enabler, especially if Forest settle in the Premier League nicely in their second season. And then Benson, really good season in the Championship, Company's team, good football, good on the ball. 5.5 million. That could be a bit of a bargain for that fifth midfielder. Appreciate it, mate, and appreciate the comments as well. Keep the comments coming in, everyone. Let me know what you think of these players, these prices. These are just the budget enabler midfielders. Like, that's all they are. You need to save some money. You need a fifth midfielder. A 1 week or 2 week punt for that fifth midfielder, and You get Gibbs White when the fixtures are good. You get Benson if Burnley are playing well or they've got a nice green run. Save you some money. I don't think they're season keepers really, especially because Benson's newly promoted and Gibbs White was good last season, but again, you know they're just players you have probably for a month of the season. Maybe switch him in and around on your bench, but again, yeah, I agree. I do agree with this though. Gibbs White had a huge impact at Forest. He did, so you'd expect him to have an even better season, which yeah, it could end up being good. Thing about Benson, hey mate, I hope you're good. Thing about Benson at 5.5 million in a Burnley side that play really good football in the Championship is a completely different league. That's the other thing. So it might look like a good price, but Burnley might not be as good in the Premier League. Let me know what you think the best price reveal has been so far. For me, it's Bruno Fernandes at 8.5 million, and then Son at 9. Let's get our next two reveals. Let's get our next two reveals. One more pair. There's only one more pair. Haaland. Here we go. It's Haaland. Here we go. Haaland's going to be 14 million, I reckon. He is 14 million. Oh my god. Wow. 14 million for Haaland. I called it at the start of the stream. I said it was going to be 14 million. You're still going to have him. He's still going to have high ownership. There's been a few comments. Yeah, so they're saying how Van Persie and Henry coming at 14 million and you still pick them. I'm going to bring up all the comments soon, but yeah, just want to bring this one up first. Wow. The one thing I will say about Haaland, okay, he got 36 goals last season, huge, but 12 of them were in 4 games, so isolated games. He's entered the season when City had a lot of the big Champions League games, like, it was a bit patchier, he didn't have the best away form, but look, if he performs the same as last season, you pay the price. If he doesn't perform as well or picks up an injury, he's gonna probably be a -4 to get out your team because you're gonna have so much money in Haaland. Um, yeah, Salah 12.5, that's just pretty standard Salah. I thought he was gonna be less this year. I thought they might have put him down to 11.5 because they've obviously put Haaland up to 14, but, um, yeah, this is true. Haaland and Salah means you're gonna have those cheap mids and defenders. Not sure, by the way, Connor. Not too sure, mate. Which team would I pick at least 2 players for the first 10 fixtures, mate? I like Liverpool's fixtures and Arsenal's. Um, so I'd say Liverpool have some good fixtures after the first one, and then definitely Arsenal. Agree, mate. Cheap, cheap. Yeah. Bruno 8.5 million is huge this season. Huge. This is a good comment. We do. We basically have 86 million to spend. Unless you're a Man City fan, you're gonna want Haaland to get a knock. You're gonna want him to get a muscle injury where he's out for a while, and he's in and out of the team because if he's not, you've got 14 million of your budget just gone. That's also true. It's gonna give people headaches. If he doesn't do as well and you've got all your money in him, it's gonna be an advantage to those managers that don't have him. I'll see what type of reaction we're getting online about that. Yeah, I like what they've done with Haaland there. I still think Salah should have been cheaper this season. Another good couple of good comments. Haaland would be 14.2 before game week 2, probably. Buy Haaland and Salah. Rest in peace, my defence. It's so true. How you can have Haaland, Salah, and Kane? You're just not. That's it. Unless Kane goes to Bayern Munich, and then that's a headache on. That's it. That's tonight's price reveals. There's going to be more tomorrow on Wednesday. Interesting. They're talking about the rise for Watkins, a couple of promoted players. Fernandes and Son lost a lot of value, which is good. Haaland's obviously gained. Salah's at 12.5. I think he went down point 0.5, but he's always been that 12 to 13 range. Mbeumo, goodbye, 6.5. Matoma, goodbye, 6.5. Why do they keep calling Paqueta Paqueta? I thought it was Lucas Paqueta. They're calling him Paqueta. Paqueta, isn't it Paqueta? Anytime, mate. It's great to see a lot of the regulars in the stream tonight. Also, I've seen some new faces, which is awesome. So be sure to subscribe. If you're new here, subscribe, ready for the new season. Go and check out all the shorts I've done recently. A lot of stuff about new signings, chips, my predictions for chips, my predictions for new rules. Thought they were going to reveal tonight, but they've obviously just done these prices. That's it. I'm a bit underwhelmed. I actually thought they were going to do new rules, new chips. They're talking about a new game mode. Didn't reveal any of that, and um, they've literally just done player prices for a few players, and that's it. Which I get it. I know they want a slow build up. You know, we need a bit of a break. That's fine. But I thought there was going to be new chips, new rules, new format. So yeah. Yeah, if there's any Luton fans in here, please let us know. Let us know any defender picks, any enablers that you think there's going to be from Luton this season. Let's get everyone's thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Haaland price, fair or not fair? I think it's fair. I think 14 million is, it makes it interesting. I actually would have liked him to be 15, to be honest. Bruno Fernandes, great price. Matoma, great price. Mbemo, great price. Son, great price. We saw Morris from Luton, potentially a good third option. Is a step up from the Championship to the Premier League, though. I'm going to see what reaction we're getting online on Twitter. So keep getting your comments in, get your questions in for the new season, get your comments in on what you think of the price reveals that we've just done. Let me know if you think there is going to be a change to the chips this season or the rules. Hit that like button as well. It only takes 5 seconds of your time just to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done. Want to make sure you don't miss all of the uploads this season. But I'm going to get some reaction now on Twitter. Let's see what people are saying online. See what people are saying. I think I think people will be happy with the 14 million. Great to see you in the stream, mate. Appreciate all the comments. Hope we get a whole set of new chips next season. I'd like to see captaincy switch. I want to see that. See, I thought tonight they were talking about all these big reveals. They got a lot of people to help them with the reveal tonight, and I was expecting a rule change, a chip change. I know we're going to have price reveals, but yeah, I was expecting to see like maybe deadline all the way up until kickoff, or deadline 24 hours before kickoff, or maybe a rolling captain, just something different. But yeah, it was still good. It's still great. It's great to have FPL back. The season starts the week beginning. I think it's the 10th of August, the Friday night. I will be in the UK, so if anyone in the comments is going to be at the Fantasy Football Fest in London, let me know. I'm going to be there. So I can meet you there. I'm flying out from Australia for it. I'm actually going on a holiday anyway, and it just happens to be the Fantasy Football Fest as well. So I'm really excited for that. So if anyone in the comments is going to be there, let me know. Yeah, I'm going to stay on the stream for a few more minutes because I want to see what reaction we're getting online. So I'm going to pull up some comments. So I'll let everyone know what people are saying, what people are thinking. Yeah, I'm happy. Like me personally, I'm happy with the Matoma price, the Son price, the Haaland price. Just a bit underwhelmed with some of the price reveals in terms of that. That's all it kind of was. I was expecting there to be some actual change from FPL. All right, what we getting? People talking about Bruno Fernandes as a bargain, which I think's true. We got a big United fan in the stream. PSB was at work, Mr. Stream. Hope I'm well. I'm good, mate. Bruno Fernandes, 8.5 million as a midfielder this season, mate. And another one you're going to like, Son, 9 million as a midfielder as well this season. A lot of people talking about Bruno Fernandes. Son, I literally just tweeted, Son is hernia free, and I've just seen this from FPL Velvet. Stomach hernia free for the first time in 8 to 9 months, playing in an aggressive pressing front-footed system, back to attacking space. FPL Towers, what have you done? Son's going to be a big captain option when he gets firing this season, especially if Kane leaves and Son gets that centre forward position. He is. I kind of get it in the fact that he underperformed his price last season, but we saw how well he did the season before. So, yeah. I feel like the Haaland one, like, it's not even enjoyable to talk about. Like, we all knew he was going to be, high in price. We all knew it. It's nothing we didn't know. So, yeah, I'm not really too, I'm not really too shocked by it. I think we all knew it was going to be 14 million. Yeah, so that's all it was. It was just price reveals. No new rules. Nothing revealed. So tomorrow we will get more reveals, but I don't think they're going to do it live like that. They're just going to do their price reveals on their Twitter page and their Premier League page and stuff. Yeah, thanks, mate. Like, look, in the off season so far, like the pre-season, I managed to gain quite a few subs. Obviously, the aim is to get to 1,000 before the start of the season. So, if you are new here and you've just tuned in, please hit that subscribe. If you've got friends that watch YouTube, if you can just get them to subscribe and watch the channel, that would be awesome. But we're hoping to get there. We've grown to a few thousand on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, FPL Matt Day, you can find me on there. Twitter, a couple of thousand on there, FPL Matt Day. So come in there. I do threads every week on Twitter during the FPL season. So make sure you follow me on there so you don't miss the threads. And then TikTok, FPL Matt Day as well. We're starting to grow on there too. So follow on all the platforms. The link is in the description of this video, so you can follow me on all of them. And hopefully the channel continues to grow with the audience as well. Obviously, we've got some really good loyal followers, which is great. FPL Bora, another one. What are my thoughts on Spurs' ambitions this season? Maddison has been a great addition. It's an interesting one because Spurs have almost run out of lives now because they can't afford to sack any managers. Like, just can't. I live here in Australia, so I know all about Ange Postecoglou. Very good coach everywhere he's gone. And it doesn't matter if it's Japanese league, the Australian league, this managed the Australian national team. The football was always the same. Really, really good, high intensity, possession-based football. Really good stuff. Obviously, went to Celtic, did really well. If there's any Celtic fans in the stream, let me know what you think on him. But yeah, he's the right fit for Spurs, and it's at a good time because the pressure's off Spurs at the moment. No one's expecting them to win anything because we haven't been winning anything for a long, long time. And no one's really expecting anything out of Spurs next season. So I think it's a perfect time for Postecoglou. And yeah, Maddison's a great addition. £14 million. And then Harry Winks leaves to Leicester for £10 million. So Maddison's effectively 30 million. So it's a really, really good transfer. I think we'll play better football. The football will be better next year. Maybe have a cup run. But again, it's going to be a tough league. I'll be happy with 6th or 7th next season and just better football, better than what we've seen the last few years, because it's been really poor to watch. But yeah, I like the idea of Postecoglou, and I think Spurs could probably go under the radar a little bit and with FPL, but again, I've not got huge expectations, mate. Welcome to the stream, Lexic. What are my predictions on Liverpool new midfielders price? Yeah, the Hungarian. Seeing what they've done tonight with Bruno Fernandes and Son, I've got a feeling he's going to be 7.5 million because he's new to the league. He's obviously playing in a side that everyone's expecting to improve on last season, expecting Liverpool to do better. So I think he'll come in at 7.5. I'd say the one Liverpool player you want to watch this season, and he could be a good alternative to Salah, is Luis Diaz. So if everyone remembers how good he did last season, Diaz was unreal in that sort of first opening quarter of the season until he got injured. And they beat Southampton 9-0. And Salah, I think a lot of us captained him. He didn't even get a return. And Diaz got like 19 points. Diaz back fully fit. He's going to be the pick. He's the Liverpool pick to have this season. So he's the one I think could be around 8.5. And if he comes in at that price, I think he'll be the Liverpool player we all have. But if the new Hungarian comes in at 7.5, could be an interesting pick. But Luis Diaz is my favourite pick for Liverpool potentially this season. Yeah, nice one, mate. Hopefully we can do well this season with Spurs. But, like I said, I really like what I think Postecoglou can do. But, yeah, Spurs fans don't expect Champions League qualification or any of that stuff, because it's just going to have to be a working process and that type of stuff. Progression, it's big rebuild, but good signing so far. Maddison, there's a new keeper. I'm not sure what he's going to be like, but Solomon for free from Shakhtar. There's some potential in that move as well. So we'll see how it goes. But really excited with that Son price. Really, really excited with that Son price. But look, we'll go. There's no more comments that have come in. We'll give it another sort of 10, 20 seconds for some more comments. So if you've got any questions, please get them in. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button now and that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. Usually I've got a short every day, so a brand new short every day, or at least every other day. I've got just a draft already. I've already got a first draft. So you can check that video out. It's only a 10-minute video as well. Once the game is up and running, which I'm expecting on Wednesday, I will do my first draft reveal as well. And as FPL brings out these prices tomorrow and on Wednesday, I'll be doing shorts about them. So that'll be all here on the channel. Like I said, you can find me on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter as well. So go on there. Plenty of content on there. And give the video a like too. We'll leave it there. I'll give my top 3 prices that I liked from the reveals. I'm gonna go number 1, Son. I think for 9 million, 3 million less than last season. Going to be playing in an attacking side now, a vibrant Spurs side, which we know is going to happen. It's going to be a lot better than what we saw under Conte. I think for 9 million, he's going to be a very good pick in midfield. Second, I'm going to go Bruno Fernandes, 8.5 million. Penalties. If he gets his goal scoring boots on again, like we saw a couple of seasons ago, bargain. And then third, it's between Mbeumo and Mitoma. But I'm going to go Mbeumo because there's no Tony till January. He could be the centre forward and he could take pens. So that's my top 3. Let me know what you think of that in the comments now. If you're still watching, we'll give it another 10 seconds. If there's no more questions or thoughts, I will look to close the stream. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in tonight. It's been really, really enjoyable to have FPL back. Can't wait for it. I can't wait for the full game to be released so I can start building a draft team. We'll see what the template is going to be. And obviously you can find all of that news on this channel. So we'll leave it there. I'm FPL Matt Day, and I will see you all in the next one. Good luck for the new season, and bye for now.